first down. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Past the sticks and still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Peppers. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
With the catch, it's Jackson. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Cyclones are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got enough for the first.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback keeps it. Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Mountaineers in the hurry up. From the gun on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They're going back to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ward. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Ward. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield, it's Dotson. The screen, and watch out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback will keep it. It's a fumble on the play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Inside the 30. Hits the afterburner. Touchdown, Cyclones. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score and completely fool the defense. Man, that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Liberty. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It's a draw. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grabbed over the middle. It's Shelton. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. Picks up the first down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And the Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find it.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires left. It's caught. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they'll keep it on the ground. He's out past the 35. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense swarming on that loop. It'll be a turnover. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Cyclones, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Dotson. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice move there. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ward. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his man, it's Smith. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
First down, West Virginia.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Quickly to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
First down, West Virginia.
And here comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. It's Dotson. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half.
The Cyclones will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up. You told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. That's reeled in. It's Hamilton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Carry-on. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith takes the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Dotson. Got his man on the right. Moving past the 25. At the 35, he's open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turns it on in midfield. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Jackson. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game...
Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield, it's Dotson. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is
turning it on. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Cyclones started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Creates a little room. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. The Mountaineers want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Mountaineers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through the tackle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Ward. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Hamilton. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. And the Mountaineers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Fortner. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Mountaineers are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gives it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick tempo here for the offense. Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Ward. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Snaps it in the shotgun. Out of the backfield, he's open. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Wants to keep it in the air. Bringing the heat. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got the 1st down, looking for more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Using his feet, they'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And it's the throwback fullback picking up the 1st down. Great effort on 4th, surging ahead to keep his offense on the field.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.